What's up, YouTube? This is Big Mike. I just watched 78 Sports TV's video talking about some people, some analysts, some insiders believe that, I think in particular he named Jalen Rose, that if Cleveland were to lose this series to Golden State, and in particular if they lose it pretty badly, that LeBron James may be out of Cleveland and going elsewhere and taking his deteriorating talents somewhere else. This is my thing, man. If LeBron James was to do that, number one, Cleveland would go, once again, most of Cleveland would hate him once more. Though I think the hate would be dampened a little bit by the fact that they did win a title. But the guy is, I guess I can't blame him in today's NBA because ownership damn sure ain't loyal to the players. Okay, so I understand him being loyal only to himself. But the entitlement, the self-entitlement of this guy, like he can't handle losing. Dude, you've been in the finals 7 straight fucking times. 7 straight times. There are many times when Kobe Bryant and his teams were ousted in the first round. In the semifinals, the conference finals. A couple years when Shaq wasn't, they didn't make the playoffs. Now, Kobe did have that one time where he was on a radio show or he was being interviewed, he was recorded saying that he wanted to get traded. But that was after several years of failure, and it didn't look like the Lakers were trying to improve. Mr. Kupchak and they weren't trying to improve at all. Okay. LeBron can't, if he does that, that shows extraordinarily high levels of self-entitlement and narcissism. Okay? I always hear people like Colin Cowherd talk about how this guy is so much better than Jordan and all this, and I don't see it, man. I don't see it. I don't know what other people are looking at. I'm so disappointed because outside of basketball, I have a lot of respect for LeBron James. So much more so than some of these other superstars. So much more than Michael Jordan, who, outside of basketball, kind of is a disappointment as an African American. Okay? But on the court, I'm very pissed off at the fact that, number one, for all the people that hate Kevin Durant, and I don't like the guy either. I think what he did was one of the bitchiest things ever, okay? To join a team that beat your ass in the Western Conference Finals, okay? To join that very team, that shows a lack of... What that showed with Durant is that he didn't have his heart set with the Thunder. He didn't see that as his squad going. It's a different mentality in today's NBA, man. It's totally business. All the players are generally friendly with one another. There's no competitiveness. You can look at the games and there's lack of competitiveness with it. It's like they're going through the motions sometimes. It's almost like watching a street ball game with friends and shit. But I just can't. I just can't put LeBron James up there with some of these other guys, especially if he does leave Cleveland, which I don't think he will do. But if he did do that, I don't want to hear this guy ever compared to Michael Jordan, Abdul-Jabbar, Wilt, Russell, Bird, Magic, even Oscar. I don't want to hear him compared to these guys. And to be quite honest, even though I would still probably rank him higher than Tim Duncan, I would have more respect for Tim than over him, because this guy's a fucking ring chaser. Really, because then he would officially become, in my eyes, a ring chaser. That's all he cares about. You don't think that Jordan could have done that? When Jordan came out of retirement, he could have joined the Lakers. He could have done that. But he wanted to compete against these younger guys to see whether he could still play at an elite level. He couldn't play the level he did before, but for a 40-year-old man, he was damn fucking good. He was better than Jerry Stackhouse. But he wanted to compete against these guys. Jordan could have joined the Lakers in 2001 and got himself 2 more rings. Would have had 8. Came off the bench, they'd have been that much better. But no, he wanted to compete against these guys. He wanted to compete against Kobe Bryant, even though he kind of competed against early, but the more seasoned, skilled Kobe Bryant. He wanted to compete against Tracy McGrady. He wanted to compete against Vince Carter and Dirk Nowitzki and all these guys, and Tim Duncan and all these guys. He wanted to compete against these guys. LeBron doesn't want to compete at all. He wants his team to be stacked more than anybody else's, so he gets a free trip to the finals every year and get all this cocksucking praise by the media. And the shit pisses me off, man. If this guy does that, if he leaves Cleveland again, you think I was tough on Durant? Man, you ain't seen shit. Take your loss, man. Legends lose, okay? Wilt lost. Kareem lost. Magic lost. Bird lost. Legends lose, you self-entitled piece of shit.